In this lesson, we are going to add the cart component to the Redux store. So by the end of this course, if you open your DevTools and go to Redux section, when you click on Add to Cart button, there should be Add to Cart action right here. And when you remove an item, there should be a Remove from Cart action here, and it should update the state based on it. So let's go for it. First of all, I set this action as active action, adding Redux to the cart component and set it as active one. Go to VS Code and create a branch like add Redux cart. Let's follow the steps. First of all, we need to go to type.js and create add to cart and remove from cart constants. Types.js, export const, add to cart equal to add to cart. Make it for remove from cart, export const, remove from cart. Copy and paste it right here and put semicolon. That's it. We have done the first step. The next one is gonna be creating cart actions. Go to action folder, right click new file and set the file name to cart actions.js. Inside that, we are going to create an action. It should be export const. The name of actions is add to cart. Here is gonna be the parameter of cart actions. The first parameter is items. It's the current items in the cart and the product that we are going to add to the cart. Like always, we'll return another function which accepts dispatch. Inside the add to cart action, we need to make a clone of items. So const cart items equal to items.slice. Here I'm going to search into cart items to make sure there is a product of this type inside the cart or not. So I just define a for each function over cart items. Cart items dot for each x goes to if x dot underline id equal to cart product dot underline id. It means that this product exists inside in the cart. So I set the variable already exists to true and update the value of count for this cart item x dot count plus plus. Don't forget to define let already exists to false. So after this, I check if already exists is false. It means that I need to add this item to the cart item. Cart item dot push. So I'm using the constructing object triple dot, and I'm gonna use all properties of product and add count as a number of item of this product in the cart, and for sure it should be 1. because at the very beginning, I'm going to add one item of each product to the cart. So it's time to call dispatch. Dispatch. And dispatch accept two parameters. The first one is type, and it's gonna be add to cart. And the second one is payload. The payload is cart items itself. Don't forget to update the local storage based on the new cart items. Local storage.set items, cart items, it should be json.stringify cart items. Let's import add to cart from types file, import add to cart from types. Sounds good. We just define the add to cart action right here. It's time to implement remove from cart. It's gonna be simpler than the add to cart. Let's export const remove from cart. It just accept like add to cart, items, and the product we are going to remove. Return dispatch. And inside this function, in one line of code, I am going to remove this product from cart items. It should be cart items equal to, first make a duplicate from items by items.slice, and then use filter. Filter x goes to, so for each item inside the items, I'm going to apply a filter. If current item dot underline ID does not equal to current product underline ID, I just return true. It means that if an item inside the cart is not equal to the product.id, it's gonna be added to the cart items. So by the end of this line of code, we get rid of the product from cart. Make it double equal sign, and then it's time to dispatch. Action type is remove from cart, and set payload to cart items. Also, we need to update the local storage dot set item equal to new cart item, but local storage only accept a string data. So we use json.stringify to make it a string. Great. We implemented remove from cart action and add to cart action. Let's go to plan. It's time to implement cart reducers. Go to src, reducer, right click, new file, and set the file name to cart reducer.js. The reducer is a function export const cart reducer equal to, it's a function that accepts two parameters. The first one is current state. I set the current state to empty string, and the action like this. Inside this function, there is a switch case for action.type. And for the action.type, we need to compare that with add to cart. For cart reducer, make it equal sign because we are setting the default value for state to empty object. In the case add to cart, what we need to do is to update the state based on the new cart items. It should be return cart items equal to action dot payload dot cart items. The default one is gonna return current state. For the default value for a state, let's use the local storage. Instead of empty object, I use local storage dot get item cart items. But as you know, the return value of local storage is a string. We need to convert that JSON.parse to JavaScript object. Let's implement the case for remove from cart. Case remove from cart return cart item is equal to action.payload.cart items. That's it. Don't forget to import add to cart and remove from cart from types. Also, for default state, we are going to set the cart items property to the local storage value. So wrap it inside curly bracket and set the state cart items to this. But what if there is no value like this? If it doesn't exist, I just use an empty array as a string because we need to return a string and this string is gonna be converted to real empty array. Let's follow the plan. Here we just implemented this and it's time to go for cart.js and connect that to the Redux store. Go to component, open cart and cut export default. Go to very end of the screen and paste it right here. And we are going to use connect. Inside the connect, the first parameter is gonna be map state to props. State to props. The first props that I'm gonna define here is cart items. And cart items comes from state.cart.cart items. That's the only props that we're gonna use. And the next parameter for connect is defining actions. The actions we are going to use in the cart is only remove from cart. This one. And don't forget to set the name of component, which is cart. Also, we need to import connect at the very top of the screen from React Redux component. Import connect from React Redux. Let's go back to plan. Here it's time to go to store.js, open store.js, and inside that, next to product reducer, in line 9, we need to add cart, which comes from cart reducer. And the cart reducer comes from this file that we just created together. Okay, the next step should be inside product.js. We need to add action add to cart. Open product.js file. At the very end, we need to add to cart action need to be imported right here. And at the very top, it should be import add to cart from action / cart actions. So the next step is in the app.js, and we need to remove cart props. Open app.js, and there is no need to any of this property here. Keep it clean like this. And also for products, there is no need to this because it's gonna come from the Redux store. And we can get rid of the add to cart method here and remove from cart method here, and also create order. Also, there is no need to have any state at all, and get rid of the constructor. So it's like a functional component. There is no lifecycle methods here. Good. So as you see, we have a super clean app component which just contains the name of components, and there is no logic at all here. Based on the plan, we just remove that, and also we just add it to the local storage. Let's check the result. If you check the result, when you are going to add an item to the cart, you get this error. It says that item.slice is not a function. Let's go back to cart actions, and in the add to cart, as you see, the items that comes from product.js at this point, the add to cart button does not contains the current items in the cart. There are two ways to fix this issue. The first solution is to pass current items inside product.js. It means that in the connect function, as well as products, we add cart items as a parameter and then pass that right here. This is the simple solution. But the elegant solution is that inside the cart items, next to dispatch, we use getState parameter. And by using getState, it's possible for us to get whatever exists in the store. I use this one and to get the cart item instead of getting from the add to cart parameter. I'm going to get it like this: getState dot cart dot cart items dot slice. Let's check the result. This time for add to cart, refresh and click add to cart. This time it's gonna work. Add another one, increase the previous one, and as you see, it works perfect. If you open the Redux and add a new item like this, you can see add to cart happens right here. Let's go and fix the remove from cart. If you click on remove from cart, you get the same error, and the solution is same. Inside the remove from cart in the cart action.js, I'm gonna remove items from here and get the current items in the Redux store from getState. So instead of items.slice, it's gonna be getState dot cart items dot slice. And in the line 27, the set item accept two parameters. The first one is the name of key that we want to save this value there, and it should be cart items. By having this change and running program, all of them is gonna work. If I click on remove, the remove from cart action happens in the Redux, and by happening this action, This change will be happened into the store. What is the change? Removing the first item. Again, removing the other one, and again at the end your cart contain cart items, which is an empty array. Okay, that's it about this lesson. It's time to update the status inside the task manager. Make it green and set the status to done, and also finish branching. Go to branching icon and then enter a message, add Redux to cart, and press Command or Control Enter, and then publish your changes to GitHub repository. Go to GitHub repository of your project, and here create a pull request and merge that pull request, and then come back to your VS Code and switch to the master branch to start another feature. Great. For next feature, we're probably gonna work on the create order, and to save this order into the MongoDB database, we're gonna do that using Node, MongoDB, Express, and React Redux to manage the state and the front-end part. Until that lesson, bye-bye.